Ray and Gillian's mobile clinic is a very low-key operation. They're on the road for 2 weeks at a time, seeing about 20 patients every day. Today they're in Brighton at a community centre in the basement of a tower block, where patients take their turn to see Paul. Each treatment costing £29.
A lot of people come to us with back problems because he's so famous for neurological problems that it's mainly backs that come to us, to be honest with you. Because there are so many people in this country who suffer with their back. You'd be surprised, and nobody can do anything for them.
To help cure Sue's severe headaches, Paul says he's going to operate on the nerves inside her back. Instead of surgical instruments, he'll just be using his and Gillian's fingers.
If you hold it there for me, that's it. I'm using Raymond's hands to get the position, and then I use my own spiritual hands to do the work. So, yes, you do see Raymond's hands moving on the surface of the patient. Hold it there. But my hands and instruments are working inside the body. Something that the medical profession cannot do unless they open the body. I can do it without opening the body. And I can do it through passing through physical matter. Done, that's it. Well, we'll see how that goes with that.
But you weren't a surgeon of any description on the earth plane when you were alive.
No.
So why did you decide to take this up?
I chose to take up to do healing because I was asked to, and that's to come to the earth plane and heal the sick. And it wasn't until I actually chose Raymond to work through that I made up my mind that surgery was the way forward.
Paul is not Sue's first port of call.
I've been going and seeing my GP for about 18 months now. And I did go and see a chiropractor about a year ago because the headaches became very severe.
So when it gets that bad, you become very open-minded, prepared to try anything.
Yeah. We just had to find something to resolve the problem.
Because you've got to think, the patient comes to someone like me, they've come along and they say, we're going to see this dead man who's going to work on my body, and they don't really go 100% along with it. They're there because they're in pain, and they don't care who they're seeing as long as they get out of this pain. And to me, it doesn't matter to me either, as long as, I get them out of the pain. So that's the most important thing.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere...
You'll be all right, sweetheart. Give it time. She's worried that it's not going to work today, isn't she? You'll be all right. They'll do other operations soon.
I can't keep up with the headache.
I know. As soon as Paul comes back, we'll let him have a little chat with you, all right?
Yeah.
Just your lunch, first.
I'll come over in a minute. I'm just going to put some salt on a tomato, which I don't want. But
don't put too much on.
I turn my back for a few seconds, and suddenly it's Ray again, back for lunch.
Paul's got an operation today. Raymond's here, doesn't know anything about it.
Well, no, he doesn't know anything about it because he wasn't here. He didn't know anything about the operation, no.
You can't both get in one body.
So, obviously, he's not there. He doesn't know of anything that's happened today. He won't know of anything.
But when you come back at lunchtime like this,
yeah,
there's still patients here.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Nothing. Get me dinner. All I'm interested in is I'm probably only end up with about 5 minutes to push as much down my throat as I can.
No, you won't. You've got longer today.
Oh. I'll be able to say hello to that lady over there then. All right, love. You've met the rough end, now you've got the smooth. You got yourself a bit upset. Well, if he can't fix it, I will.
Right.
So even if you wanted to, you couldn't do anything for this patient today?
Well, I could probably help her on her way if she... No, I couldn't. I could give her hands-on healing, like anybody else. I'd give her hands-on healing, but I couldn't do what Paul does. Ain't got a bloody clue what he's doing anyway. No, I couldn't do what Paul does. I won't even attempt it. My job is letting Paul in and be as far away from the situation as I possibly can so that he can do the job. That's it.
I believe for everyone who goes astray.
Within seconds, the swap happens again, and Paul is back inside Ray's body.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, it's me again. Now we do the neck.
Yeah, okay, Paul.
Get that out of the way.
Paul's finishing the job he started before lunch. It's the spiritual equivalent of neurosurgery, and all very informal.
Are you still with us? Done. That's it.
All over. There you are.
Since having the operation, I have had the occasional headache and very much less painful. My heart tells me that it was Paul, but there's that little niggle in the head that said, well, I don't know. But
How much have you improved? I think was the question.
it's a vast improvement, and therefore something inside me tells me that really it's down to Paul.
But you've never been tested, have you, clinically? It's just your patients that say they feel better. You've never put yourself through a trial.
Well, I've had doctors send patients to me. I've had hundreds of doctors send patients to me. I mean, to me, if the doctor didn't think I was doing the job, they wouldn't send them, would they? So to me, that's a trial. You know, I've got a Harley Street specialist that sends patients to me. I've got a neurosurgeon that would willingly follow me around the world if he could.
I don't know about hundreds of doctors, but I did manage to track down one who recommended Paul to his patients. Working out if Paul really is who he says he is going to be trickier.
I'm looking at Ray Brown.
Yep.
He's perfected a different voice.
He hasn't perfected anything.
He's perfected a different voice.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a bit of sleight of hand going on here, and the placebo effect has kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
Carry on believing it. I have nothing to prove. I am who I am. If you don't believe it, that's your job, your problem, not mine. Simple as that. I'm not worried either way. I am who I am. I am Paul. Paul, who had the conversion on the road to Damascus. Saul was my Jewish name, Paul was my Roman name. Whether you believe it or not, or anyone else believes it or not, it's not my problem. I can only be who I am. I am Paul. End of story. I have nothing to prove.